Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So if you like what you see here today, please consider subscribing. So I'm going to have my spoiler review out in a few hours. So if you want to see spoilers, please check that out. Look, I went into this with really high expectations. I love Christopher Nolan. The Dark Knight is my favorite movie. I've probably seen it literally like 10 times now. I loved Inception, and I wasn't sure if this was going to link to Inception going into this. And if you want to hear me talk more about that, look at the spoiler review. Um, but yeah, I went into this with really high hopes. I wanted to like it, okay? I really, really wanted to enjoy this movie. And I have a feeling I'm going to have people coming after me when I post this review, but I'd never want to be somebody who says something just to keep people happy. I'm going to post my honest thoughts on movies. I haven't even seen anybody else's review because I don't like to watch other people's reviews until I've filmed mine. So I don't subconsciously get influenced by what they're saying. So this is all me. I didn't like this movie. I really wanted to, but look, so basically the plot is it's set in a Twilight Zone, Twilight world of international espionage, and it stars John David Washington, Elizabeth Debicki, I think I'm saying that right, and the Caped Crusader himself, Robert Pattinson. So one thing I really liked about this is how unique the premise was. Christopher Nolan is really good at giving us these really unique movie premises. Just like with Inception, the concept of Tenet isn't one that I've really seen before. So the first thing that I didn't like about this movie was how hard it was to hear what the people were saying. There was a lot of different reasons. Sometimes there was a really noisy action sequence with like a train or something and you just couldn't hear what they're saying. Sometimes it was the accents or the fact that they were wearing these masks, but for a good portion of this movie I really struggled to understand what they were saying, and I sort of wish that they had subtitles. So the cast, yeah, sorry, I am reading from my notes. I want to make sure I get everything right. So the cast was all really good with the acting. The acting was top-notch. I enjoyed the acting, and it was really interesting to see Robert Pattinson with his English accent, because I haven't really seen him in any other roles where that English accent really comes through like in this role. So yeah, the cinematography, obviously this is an area where Nolan really, really excels in. The cinematography was amazing. No complaints there. And of course, this is a Nolan film, so there's going to be explosions because, I'm pretty sure Christopher Nolan was that kid who just wanted to, make things explode in science class and stuff because he's got an obsession with explosions. But no complaints here. The inversion special effects were okay. They weren't amazing. They definitely weren't up to the level of Inception, of the dream sequences we saw in Inception, but they still did a good job. So the runtime went for a little over 2.5 hours, and I have to admit I was bored a few times in this movie. It was a really, really, I don't want to say slow-moving movie. It wasn't slow-moving, but it was hard to sit through it for 2.5 hours. And the personality of the lead guy, played by John David Washington, he's the main guy leading this movie, and I just felt like he didn't really have much of a personality. I found him very bland and boring. So yeah, I think it would have benefited a lot from a higher rating. So I'm going to talk about the ratings more in my spoiler video because I need to go into spoilers a bit more to explain what I mean by that. So the music was amazing. I felt like it did a really, really good job adding to the tension of the movie and keeping you on the edge of your seat. The physics talk was another area I had a problem in. Maybe I'm just a dummy, but I had a hard time following all the paradox, time travel, physics talk. I understood the basic premise of the movie, but sometimes, I got a little lost. I'm going to admit it. Maybe you guys had no problem in this area, but I struggled. So, yeah, honestly, I really wanted to like this like I did Inception. I went back and watched that last night. So I think I went into this with really fresh eyes, comparing the two movies, which I know I shouldn't do because, it's its own thing. I get that, but come on, we're all going to compare it a little bit. Inception is definitely better. The plot lost me a few times, and even when I understood it, I felt like it could have been a little bit stronger. I felt like they could have cut down the runtime to 2 hours. But yeah, I felt like there was a few moments. I can't really go too much further into the parts I didn't like without spoilers, and I know people will come after me if I accidentally reveal a spoiler. So yeah, honestly, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Like I said, I really wanted to like this movie, but I just didn't. So let me know in the comments down below if you've seen it, what you thought of this movie. I'd really like to know. And like I said, if you like this video, please help me out, subscribe, like, share, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. Thank you.